Welcome back to Amazing Websites Television. This is Ernesto Verdugo, and this is the show where intelligent people like you come find the tools to change the rules. Welcome back to Amazing Websites Television. I am very excited about this show. Right now I am in the Burj Khalifa tower, which is the highest tower in the world in Dubai. And as you can see, possibly just back here, you will see a beautiful view of the city of Dubai. Actually, that is Sheikh Zayed Road, where you will see the most important avenue in the city. And also, I mean, well, possibly we will not be able to see it right now, but there's the world, and then just back there, the Burj Al Arab, which is the 7-star hotel here in Dubai. We just had a great mastermind meeting with all our team here, and I am also very happy because we're going to be having a fantastic guest in the show that is going to be telling you how you can actually make your website absolutely amazing. His name is David Bullock, and he is the author of the book Barack 2.0, and he will be telling you a little bit more about it. So in a moment I will be bringing the next the guest to the show, but right now let's just get started with the first section of the show, which is going to be one app a day keeps boredom away. On today's one app a day keeps boredom away, I have a couple of really interesting apps that I think that you're going to find very, very interesting. The first app that I want to talk about is one that is called Converter Plus, and you can see just the name of the app just underneath here, Converter Plus. And this is a great app that I recently discovered that you can have in your iPhone, or also you can have in your Android phone, where you will be able to very instantly have updated currency converter. All the currencies are going to be there. I find this very, very useful. Specifically, if you're actually traveling, you're going to find this tool very, very useful. The other one that I want to tell you about, which I think it goes very related to this, because of course, I mean, I think that you're going to be a traveler, is it is one that is called Google Translate, and I'm sure that you're very, very much familiar with the Google Translate, that you will be able to get it on the internet, like babelfish.com or any of those translating sites that are around. Now, the cool thing about this is that you can actually have a instant translating tool in your own phone. So wherever you're traveling, it actually becomes very, very handy, because of course, I mean, you can have the phone, you can just type your you can just type whatever you actually see, and then you will be getting the instant translation. I think that's another great tool. And I have one extra tool. As you know, I always like to over deliver, so I have one extra tool that I think that you're going to really find very, very nice. Especially, for example, I mean, if you would like to start accepting payments, this is a great tool. It's called Square, and it's a little thing like this that looks like a microphone. You just simply insert it in your iPhone, and you will be having the possibility of actually swiping a credit card inside of it, and you will be getting you will be able to process a credit card. Actually, you can get that one on square.com or also on the app shop. I hope that you enjoy these tools that I have showed to you, and now it's time for our feature presentation.
And now, our feature presentation.
You probably consider yourself a savvy shopper and like to save time and money, yet every week you're still buying the same old stuff like diapers, dog food, and other bulky items such as toilet paper, all the old school way, at the store and lugging it all home yourself. Also, you're not even sure if you're getting the best deal each time for all the hassle. You think there has got to be a better way. And there is. Just go to netplenish.com and create a free shopping list of all the items you buy over and over again. Then NetPlenish takes your list and shops for you once a week, doing online price comparisons to find who has the best deal. When we find it, we alert you. Then you just click our notification and select only the items you need to replenish for that week. As you do, our Ship Genius feature bundles your items together, so you're not getting a bunch of boxes. and then routes the order to the merchant with the best deal on everything, including shipping, which is often free. You'll approve each delivery by clicking just one button, and a few days later, those items are on your doorstep. No order forms and credit cards to enter over and over. Just one button to click and it's on its way. Each delivery comes from whichever one of our trusted merchant partners has the best total price at the time of your order. This way, you're always saving time and money. Come on, build your free NetPlenish shopping list today and become a true savvy shopper.
On today's handy bookmarks, I have, as usual, 5 amazing tools that you're gonna absolutely love. All of them, I wanted to actually put it related to travel. As you saw previously, I already gave you some other tools on travel, which are very useful, that I use all the time. So let me just get started with these great tools. First of all, I would like to talk about AutoSlash. This is autoslash.com. This is a great tool because if you actually book your car on this website, what's going to happen is you can just book it at whatever price it's going to be. But then if suddenly there is a lower price anywhere for that same particular car, even though that you have already booked it on a more expensive car, AutoSlash, what it's going to be doing is it's going to give you an alert so that you will be able to lower the price of the car that you have actually rented. Very, very useful, because of course it's going to be saving you money from the time that you actually make the reservation to the time that you hire the car. You will know that you will always have the lowest price. The second tool that I want to talk about is a tool that is called TripIt. TripIt is a great tool, and you will be able to see it on tripit.com. TripIt, what it does is it's like your overall trip planner. So you will be able to put your flight details, your hotel details, your car rental details, your passport details, whatever you are actually using for traveling, whatever you require, everything, you can have it on one same place. And that of course is very useful for you, but also very useful if you want to send it to someone, so that they will be able to see what your plan, what your trip plans are. Very, very useful. And there's another site which is also great, which I think that you're also going to find very, very useful, which is, imagine it's a Facebook for traveling, and the name of this site is called Tripping, and you can see it on tripping.com. If you go to Tripping, what you're going to find in Tripping is going to be a community of travelers and a community of people that are interested in meeting travelers all over the world. So it's very, very practical, because, for example, let's say that you come to a city like Dubai and you do not know anybody. You can actually find out people who are in Dubai, so that you will be able to connect with them, and that's a very, very useful tool. The next tool, and I tell you, I absolutely love this tool, because this tool will help you. I mean, it happened to me about a year ago that I have been collecting miles on an airline, and then suddenly my miles expired, and I was just so upset that it was just terrible. I do not know if this has ever happened to you, but it's just not nice. So this website is called Award Wallet, and what you will do is you will put your award points, all the award points that you will have. It will just take you 5 minutes to do that, and it will be giving you alerts on how your mileage points or your points, travel points from hotels and airlines are accumulated, how much you're actually accruing, and also if they're going to be expiring. Very, very useful, especially, for example, if you're traveling with the family and you're not keeping track of every single one of the programs of each one of the members of the family. This is great, because of course you will be notified of all the changes which are happening on your awards from all your programs that you're actually involved at. Very, very useful. I use it all the time, and I absolutely love it. And the very last tool that I'm going to be talking about in handy bookmarks today is going to be Blurb. Blurb is a very, very nice site, because what it does is you will be able to for example, everybody takes lots of pictures on their trip, and then, well, before they actually used to get stuck on a picture album, a photo album, but right now you don't have to do that. Or before, or right now, for example, in the present, what happens is that they get stuck on your computer file. What is really cool about this is that you will be able to create incredibly beautiful photo albums out of the pictures, the digital pictures that you upload to Flickr, or that you upload to Facebook, or to any other place like Picasa or SmugMug, or any of those picture sites that are on the internet. You will be able to create incredible looking books. So I hope that you have liked the handy bookmarks of today, and now it's time that we go with our guest, David Bullock. So here we are. This is a very, very interesting interview because it's going to be the highest interview that I've ever made, and I think it's going to be the same thing for my guest here. We're going to be talking in a moment with David Bullock, which is the author of the book Barack 2.0, Social Media Lessons for Business, which is definitely a book that I recommend you to get in Amazon.com or wherever books are sold. I think it's just an incredible book. And let me just very, very quickly tell you how actually Dave and I met without even knowing about each other. There was just something that we had in common. My internet marketing career took off because I started also following what was happening in the 2008 campaign with Barack Obama, and by just seeing that he was what he was doing, about 2 or 3 months before, I actually said it with complete conviction that he was going to win the election. In fact, just take a look at this 10-second video so that you can see how actually I did it, and this was in August 2008, just before the election. How many of you have ever heard of Barack Obama a year ago, or a year and a half ago? One person out of the whole room. And right now, he's this close of becoming the next president of the United States, even though he's color-skinned. I mean, that's a hell of an accomplishment. Regardless if he gets elected or not, that's a hell of an accomplishment. Now you must be wondering, how did he do that? Would you believe me that basically good part of his success is actually due to the internet? Let me show you. First of all, to date, Barack Obama has raised a whopping $605 million for his presidential campaign. Nobody ever has raised that amount of money. Much of Obama's fundraising success is due in large in part to a fantastic website, a dominant internet presence, and the viral marketing efforts of his supporters via blogs, links, content, and of course, YouTube. Okay, so now that we are here back on the show, allow me to introduce to you another person that also his life completely changed because of what President Obama had done also through social media. So our guest today is David Bullock. He's a profit engineer and an incredibly knowledgeable person in how to use the internet to take your business into the next level. So welcome to the show, Dave.
Thank you, Ernesto. Glad to be here.
So what do you think? We are right now in the highest building in the world, in floor number 124. So at least for me, this is the highest interview I've ever done. How about for you?
Yes, this is the highest interview I've ever done in my entire life. I don't think there's any way to do it any higher than this. So I think we'll have a lot to share with the folks today.
Absolutely. So can you, first of all, very quickly tell them your story of what happened? I mean, just in a nutshell. I have heard the whole story. I've read the book and I loved it. I have actually earmarked it, bookmarked it, all sorts of things, because I really got incredible value out of it and implemented it into my business. But I think the important thing is, in a nutshell, what happened and how this changed your life.
Well, it starts with the idea that we look to find out how much traffic people are getting to their website. There's a site called Compete.com. And Compete.com in January of 2007, I actually showed that Barack Obama was actually getting more traffic than the nearest competitor. And when we saw that, we noticed there was something going on, because here it was, you had Hillary Clinton, you had all the other Republican candidates there, and he was just getting more traffic. So that cued us to say he's doing something different. At that point, the thing that was different at that time was Twitter, Facebook, MySpace, LinkedIn. He was using social media differently and actually more effectively than anyone else on the planet at that time, at a very high level. We seized upon the moment and looked at that as an example of how you could actually use social media to take an idea from an idea to full transaction to whatever it is you're wanting to do. And of course, we all know the story. He went from a senator to then the President of the United States actually going and actually just trampling the machine that was already in place called politics within the United States. So that's really the story of what he did. Now what we did is we actually got the information from what we saw him do in the form of the case study, which is in the book, and we took what we learned and we actually used it to promote our own business. We went from a 17-post blog to about $500,000 worth of PR, and then continued to speaking events, and now this brings us to Dubai. So the story continues as we go along. And then we went even further. We took what he did, what we did, and then we started applying that same methodology, we call it the B20 methodology, to businesses. Meaning how to optimize your site, how to actually get traffic to your site, how to interact effectively with your customer base, and then how to follow up. Those are all the things that a politician has to do to actually forward the message in the marketplace. So I think that's it in a nutshell.
Fantastic, that's great. This program is about amazing websites. I mean, every single week, I have about 2,500, 3,000 viewers watching this program, and they come here to actually learn the tools that most people do not really know about the internet. So I am always talking about amazing websites, and I think one amazing website is barackobama.com. And even though possibly it is not something that they can use as a tool or anything like that, what is amazing about barackobama.com is that I think it is the perfect website. So what I would like you to do, because I mean, you having an engineering background, what I would like you to do is just let's completely go behind the scenes, take it aside, and from your recollection in your memory, try to give us the right structure of what needs to be where on a website so that actually it will be a great website.
Okay, well, we'll take it from the very top. If you go to barackobama.com right now, what you will find is that the site has two buttons at the top. One is basically get engaged, enroll now, join now, or donate now. Two things. It's very simple. You come to the site, two red buttons. Here's what we want you to do. Here's what we want you to see, and let's move it forward. You see an opt-in in the upper left-hand corner. It's there. Why? Because, again, a website... Can
I just interrupt you a second? Can you explain an opt-in? Because there's a lot of people that are very new to the internet, so that's why it's very important that you tell them what that is.
An opt-in. A website has a primary purpose. When someone hits your website has this purpose. First of all, get their attention. The second purpose is to grab their information because they may not ever come back again. Most people go to websites and they never come back, and then you don't remember how you bookmark or anything like that because people don't bookmark things. So having the opt-in, meaning you grab the name, phone number, some type of information. On the barackobama.com site, what you see at the top there is email address and zip code. Why? He wants your email address and he wants to know where you are in the country. So that's an opt-in, grabbing the information. Typically, a website will have something on the backside of the information, the backside of giving the information, like a free report, a download, something that you want on the other side, which actually prompts you to give the information so you can get some. So that's what an opt-in is.
Fantastic. Okay, now what other pieces are there which...
Well, if you go down, if you look on the right side of the website and start looking down, you'll see that there's ways to connect with the president. Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn, phone numbers, basically all the ways you can actually communicate with someone or be in contact with someone are right there in full view. They're not hidden. Have you ever been on a website where you're trying to figure out what to do next and you get lost? That's a confusing website.
Exactly.
If you look at the barackobama.com website, you'll see this very straightforward. The navigation is easy and you don't get lost. So again, it may not be the perfect website, but it's a very good example into a standard on navigability. Like how do you navigate, how do you click around and move around? Connectivity, meaning how do you contact the person? And interaction, meaning the person, how they interact with the website. So again, those three things, just off the top of my head, are things I would actually look for on this particular site. And the last thing that I'm thinking of is the colors. The colors are not glaringly obtrusive, meaning they don't make you look at the site and want to run away. Blues, whites, and reds, all muted colors, just there for you to draw your eye exactly where you want you to go.
Fantastic. One of the things that David does, which I think is very valuable, he will just tell you in a second about it, is he actually has an assessment tool where he will be able to tell you how you can make your website absolutely amazing. And he's also going to be telling you a little bit about that, because I think this is something that you definitely should take him on, because it's an incredible opportunity for you to get your website from where it is to where you want it to go. So if you can tell them a little bit about how that works.
Sure. It's a web assessment. It's an over 100-point web assessment where we're looking at from the very top of your site down to the bottom of your site, and looking at the code to find out what's there, what's not there, what's making your site work, and obviously what is getting in the way of your site working. And we do a little bit more than just look at your site and tell you what's working, what's not working. We record it for you. It's like a mini presentation for you, for your website, for your market. We look at the website structure, the colors. Is it navigable? Does it have an offer? Does it grab the opt-in? What does it look like? How's it interacting within the marketplace? What's the SEO value? What's the rankings? What's the backlinks? Alexa values? We look at everything that actually makes the website work or not work. And again, we record it for you and make it actually its own mini seminar for you, so that you can actually get to work on getting your website working and moving towards the goals that you want your website to achieve. So that's one of the things that we do. There is a link right here on the page that if you want to look in to see what the details are for the website assessment, please just click on the link below and you'll be given more information, and we'll be glad to do that for you. And we look forward to talking to you soon about your site.
Fantastic. Well, David, I think our time is up. You are always an incredible guest. I mean, I can definitely see that you know your stuff very well, and I think it's great. So I would like to thank you for being on the show. Well, this just basically wraps it up. I think I have given you a lot of really cool resources for today. And I definitely think that you need to check all these resources. Make sure that you go and visit all the couple of sites that I have given you from David Bullock. And I hope that you have enjoyed the show. So this is once again Ernesto Verdugo. This is Amazing Websites Television, and this is the show where intelligent people like you can find the tools to change the rules. Bye-bye.